All right, Shock, thank you very much. Stay as dry as you can down there. I know you got the rain gear going today. So Georgia wins the toss, defers to the second half. Dogs will be on defense. And we talked a lot, Z, about Ole Miss and their fast start. Well, they get a chance to do that because they'll have the ball first today. We'll see if Georgia's defense can stymie that quick start here to begin the ball game. It's time to tee it up here in Oxford. Opening kickoff powered by Georgia Power. Doesn't matter where in the Peach State you're cheering on the Dogs. Georgia Power is energizing your community. Visit georgiapower.com/community to learn more.
Yeah, it's an Ole Miss offense powered by Jackson Dart that can throw it all over the yard. He's having a career year right now. His best year in almost every offensive statistical category you can measure. Playing fantastic, but Ole Miss also can run the football as well. They're very explosive. They want to lead with the pass. See if his weather has any impact on them whatsoever, but it's going to be strength on strength here to start this football game.
Still a lot of smoke hovering over the field after the pregame pyrotechnics, so that's what the haze is here in Oxford, as Georgia will kick it off from right to left at our vantage point, and Peyton Woodring jams his foot and his right leg into this ball and sails it through the end zone for the touchback, and we are underway here in Oxford, Mississippi today. We'll watch it from the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here at Vaught Hemingway Stadium this afternoon. Georgia football brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream.
A great press up front. We actually got held there, fight through the hold, and still able to get the sack.
The loss closer to 6. Dart this time with pressure. Throws an interception. Picked off by Dan Jackson at the 35. Returning it down the middle of the hash marks. Twisting down to the 20, maybe the 21. And it's Georgia's ball going the other way. They start on the 20. Jackson Dart may have hurt himself on the play.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he got hurt the play before on the sack. He was a little bit slow to get up. Definitely hobbling coming off the field right now. Dogs brought a zone blitz there, stepped back, but played zone behind everything. Had pretty quick pressure. Jackson Dart threw that off the back of his foot, just floated it right up into the middle of the field. He had a dig that was coming across the middle. That ball was about 10 feet over his head. Easy pick for Jackson, or for Dan Jackson, and Dogs now knocking on the door early to the 2-yard line, and Dogs keeping the offense on the field.
He got 6 that time, Z. And Georgia will, as you say, keep the offense out there. Delp, Lucky, and Urosic in this lineup. 3 tight ends. Nate Frazier in the backfield on goal to go from the 2. Toss sweep to Nate. He tucks it and runs. It gets into the end zone on the right side, just inside the pylon. Touchdown, Georgia.
Boy, it was a student body right. We had all kinds of beef on our right side. Just a little toss sweep and the explosion from Nate Frazier. That was pretty well defended. He had a lot of powder blue jerseys sitting over there. But Nate Frazier saw a small little crease and exploded to get across the goal line.
They went to the speed of the freshman from Compton, California, and it paid dividends. Dogs on the board first. That Georgia touchdown brought to you by Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Around the 15 and then down to the 9-yard line, K.J. Bolden got him down.
Good recognition there by Simmons. Dogs did a nice job of disguising that coverage.
21 yards. They hand it to Bentley. He just bursts the last 9 for a touchdown right down the hash mark. Ole Miss didn't even blink. Dart is not in the game. Simmons is. He just directed a 75-yard drive. And we're almost tied here in the first quarter, and they'll try the point after to do just that.
Boy, give Simmons some credit there to step into this football game against one of the best defenses in the country. Did a really good job, first with his recognition, then his accuracy and ball placement as he's throwing the football on that drive. Very, very impressive for somebody that hasn't thrown the football a whole lot coming into this game.
Caden Davis, Texas A&M transfer for the point after. Kicking to our right. And the kick is up, and the kick is good, and we are tied at 7 with 6:53 to go. The 6'2 transfer from Texas A&M.
Ole Miss tried to spread the Dogs out there, just ran option out of shotgun. Too much speed for Georgia there, though.
Ole Miss will break the tie with a 24-yard field goal. The kick is good, and Ole Miss has the lead, 10-7. And Davis That's his 16th field goal of the year in 19 tries, so a very reliable and strong kicker. His long this year, and his career long, is 57 yards. So the Rebels go 44 yards in 6 plays in 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Rebels up 10-7, trying to go up 6 here. Field goal try by Caden Davis from the 33.5, near hash, kicking left. Kick is away, and the kick is spinning towards the uprights and good. So Ole Miss adds 3 more and takes a 6-point lead. 13-7 is our score. Ole Miss leading the Dogs with 12:12 to go in the second quarter. We've got a timeout here in Oxford, who's 2 for 2 today. Between the hash marks, kicking left, 53 yards. Snap is down, kick is away, high. Boy, he's got plenty of leg on it. Does he have the accuracy? He does. Field goal is good, a 53-yarder by Davis. Man, he kicked that one high into the net. That one may have been good from 70. What a boot. Ole Miss now leads at 16-7 with 2:55 to go. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the Bulldogs. A 23-yard field goal. Beck, the holder, kneeling down at the 13 on the far hash, kicking left for Peyton Woodring. Snap, hold, kick, a short one, up and good. Woodring converts his first attempt of this contest, and that closes the gap a little bit with 9:44 to go in the quarter. It's now Ole Miss 16 and Georgia 10, and with that good kick, the good hands at Allstate will contribute, and it's third down. 3rd and 6 for the Rebels on the Georgia 10. They snap it to Dart. Steady in the pocket, throws it into the end zone, caught over the top of the freshman KJ Bolden by Antoine Juice Wells. He just reached up over the top of KJ and took it away for the touchdown.
You just can't throw a better ball than that. KJ in really good position, or just a little seam route. Again, way too much time for Jackson Dart to throw the football. He's going to pick us apart if we don't get into him and put him on the ground. But a perfectly thrown football right over the top of KJ's head. Well executed in the first 2 possessions. Coming out of halftime, Ole Miss wins that battle too. Virtually no pressure on Dart that entire series. He had all kinds of time to survey order. Less than 4 minutes remaining. Lovett and Humphreys break out to the right. And now Frazier and Smith stack to the left, and we go with an empty set. Snap it back to Beck. Throws it to Frazier. Makes one man miss, but numbers 2 and 3 don't miss, and the ball came out. The ball came out. Ole Miss dives on it. They think they have it. And they do. At the 29-yard line. Well, Walter Nolan recovered the fumble. Frazier just got blown up. And on the hit, on the contact, actually got stripped out. He took a really big hit. I mean, I can't see who from Ole Miss stripped it out, but ripped the football out right before Nate Frazier's knee hit the ground. Well, a good-looking drive, Z, ends on our first turnover of the game. Ole Miss football at their own 29, and we've got a timeout. With Jones in the backfield, in the shotgun, they snap it, and he will be sacked. He was looking right the whole way, and the ball came out. Ball came out away from Beck. The play continues, I think. Cash Jones has picked up the ball back at the 22-yard line. Face masks, flags all over the place. Dogs may catch a break here. You're right. There was a face mask right at the end of the play as Cash Jones picked that football up. Dogs may get a huge break. Uman Mielen got the sack in the strip, and the ball came out.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 25, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Oh, that is a huge break as the ball went bouncing away from Beck and was knocked around by a handful of players. Cash Jones alertly scrambled back to the 22 and got on the football, and that's where the face mask occurred. And Georgia's going to have a first down by virtue of that penalty on the Rebels. Boy, what a hustle play there by Cash Jones, not to give up on the play. Carson Beck nowhere to go with the football, trying to make something happen, turned right into an Ole Miss defender, got blown up. That ball pops out there.
And there was a fight for it on the ground that nobody could control.
They mark off the penalty from the line of scrimmage at the 40, and I think Lane Kiffin is going to sprint and ask for an explanation for one of the officials. So the ball is spotted right now on the Ole Miss 45. I think Lane Kiffin wanted the penalty marked off back there where it was committed from at the 22 after the fumble recovery, but he's not going to get his way. Dogs have the ball, 1st and 10 now on the Ole Miss 45-yard line.
Boy, fortunate break there from the Dogs. Let's see if we can take advantage of it right now.
Hang on to the football. Drew Bobo is in at right guard for the Dogs right now. Ratledge is out. We've got Freeling at right tackle, so Truss is out. Split backfield. We send Jones out to the left in motion. Play fake to ETN. Here comes pressure, and Beck can't get away from it. They'll trip him up. Taryn Perkins got his shoe tops and tripped up Beck as he tried to run to his right away from the pressure. But the SEC's leading sack lead, it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, Ole Miss just sitting right there on that in quarters coverage. They brought pressure. We picked the pressure up, but that slant was run right into a safety.
Dogs will go for it on 4th and 10. We're 1 for 1 on 4th down. Scored a touchdown in the first quarter on 4th and goal from the 2. Snap to Beck with time. Throws it over the middle and intercepted at the 15. Intercepted by Ole Miss, and they just slide at the 25-yard line. As Saunders intercepted it, then just slid feet first at the 25. The pass got tipped and was picked off by Ole Miss. 2nd turnover of the game by Georgia. 1st interception thrown today by Carson Beck. Ole Miss has the ball with 7:22 to go in the quarter. This will be the first time they've had it on offense in the final period. We got a timeout here in Oxford. Ole Miss 22. They're celebrating. Georgia 10. Our second half tonight brought to you by First Franklin Financial. Go see the friendly Franklin folks at one of their convenient Georgia locations. Back after this timeout on the Bulldogs Sports Network. A chip shot field goal here from just inside the 15. 25-yard try between the hash marks, kicking it into the Ole Miss student section to our left. Snap, a little bit high. Hold is put down. Kick is good. 25-10. New score in Oxford. Ole Miss by 15. So a 25-yard field goal for the Rebels. Caps a 68-yard, 10-play drive in 4 minutes and makes it 25-10. And that's the Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals.
Well, the turnovers and the drops have been the story of the season. Right back in us today. We've had the ball on the ground quite a bit. We're fortunate to only have the 2 turnovers.
Beck in the shotgun. Frazier to his right. Snap and a play fake. Pressure from the edge. Look out. Sack, strip, ball is out. Ole Miss recovers it at the 19.
Boy, the speed of Ole Miss. The speed of Ole Miss off the edge. Just had no answer if we weren't helping. Almost for this entire game, nothing Carson could do right there. From the blind side, ball gets stripped.
The tackles and the tight ends couldn't keep Princely Umanmielen out of the backfield. He got the strip sack. And then the other guy, the other terror on the other side, Taryn Perkins recovered the loose ball. It's Ole Miss football at the 19. And that should do it for the Dogs as Ole Miss. So Ole Miss will try a field goal here from the 22, a 32-yard try for Davis. Just inside the far hash, kicking to the left. That kick is high, and that kick is good. And it's 28-10.
Well, a pretty convincing win here for this Ole Miss team. That
on the near side, the end zone is covered up as the student body gets ready to rush the field. We throw it out to Arian Smith in the left flat on a screen pass. And Arian will work his way up to the 30, 31, maybe the 32. And it's short of the first down. Now the students are running. There's still 16 seconds on the clock, and they've just emptied onto the field from both ends. The teams, the officials were telling them to hold back. But the student body for Ole Miss has already just covered up the field. Thousands of students on the field. And there's still 16 seconds left on the clock.
You know you're not used to winning games when this happens. Storming the field and the game's not over.
I mean, they put the time on the clock for a reason, but most of these people, I guess, weren't paying any attention to that. And now the ones to the right are headed back to the back of the end zone. They're running away, but the ones to the left just keep jumping over the wall and running onto the field. I've got to make my TikTok videos. You can still hear the whistles down there. They're trying to clear the field. And Georgia's about halfway to the locker room on the far side of the field. They have almost evacuated their sideline. They're kind of huddled up down around the 20-yard line down towards their locker room. And security has a yellow rope, and their section is roped off to keep all the old Mississippians away from them. All right, I guess that was just a practice, huh?
That's what that was.
It's almost like a Monty Python bit, isn't it? No, this was not the real one. Everyone, please clear the field so we can take a knee and end the game.
That's all they have to do. It's 16 seconds, and it's Ole Miss football. All they have to do is take a knee, and then they can do it all over again.
I don't even know if Georgia's got enough players on the sideline to put 11 out there.
Well, look, our guys are going into the tunnel. Yeah, are we conceding? It's a 2-foot putt. We're just giving it up. Going to walk off. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And shock reports from the sidelines. They've sent the offensive guys into the locker room. And do we have 11 out there? I mean, all Ole Miss is going to do is kneel down. At least I hope that's all they're going to do with 16 seconds.
We've got 10 out there right now.
Well, if you don't have enough on defense, that's your problem, right? There's the snap to Dart, and there's the kneel down, and there's the win.
And now we've got a bunch of Georgia, or the remaining Georgia players, trying to fight through the melee
Oh,
here.
my goodness. Wow. Yeah, I feel sorry for the guys that had to come out there and be on the field for that last snap because they may never get to the locker room.
Well, we've got coaches surrounding our players right now, helping them find their way through the mass of people.
The rain is still falling as it has been most of the night. And Georgia finally works its way through the throng on the field here at Vaught-Hemingway Stadium. And the last Bulldog will head up the tunnel and into the locker room as Ole Miss has won it, knocking off third-ranked Georgia here in Oxford tonight. Your final score, 28-10. Stick around. We'll have post-game coverage straight ahead as Ole Miss celebrates the win over the Bulldogs tonight here in Mississippi. Back after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.